Are you comfortable spending time alone in your own skin in solitude? If you're not, we need to understand why. Because you are missing out on one of the greatest human superpowers. And honestly, if you're not comfortable being alone, the second half of life, I believe, is going to be even tougher. And if you're a young person and you can master this and be real comfortable with who you are and spending time alone, you're going to make better choices in life. You're not going to come from a place of anxiety and fear, missing out, getting into bad relationships because you don't want to be alone. When you can learn how to be alone, it's weird, but you're going to end up attracting more people, better quality of people, other people who are also comfortable in their own skin and know who they are. Really important thing in life. Let's talk about it. There's strength in solitude. That's where you let everything bubble up that's deep inside. It's where you really get to know yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's where you get to make peace with yourself. When you spend time alone and you learn to do that and you learn to be comfortable with it, yep, you're probably going to experience a lot of discomfort when I have to confront something that's going on with me that maybe is something uh, less desirable that I really want to think about, or relationship problems, family issues, whatever it is, where I'm going to have to maybe take a look at myself and what part I'm playing in all of it, why it's bothering me so much. You're going to have to take some time and let it dig down deep. A lot of our stuff, let's face it, it's from the past and it bubbles up sometimes, even when you think you've made peace with it. But being able to sit alone, that's when you really get to know yourself and you deal with all that stuff. You can learn to tackle it, get comfortable with it, and it's not going to have the power over you anymore. When you're spending the time alone, sometimes you need to just say it out loud what's going on with you. Like, you know, am I angry because really I see this behavior in myself and I don't like it, and I'm kind of seeing it on the other person and it's really pissing me off? That's the time to be honest with yourself. You sit alone and you deal. It's strength on the other side. Yeah, you're going through some discomfort, but if you don't do it and you're always out there running and trying to chase and basically escape what's going on with you, you're going to stay weak. The way to get the strength is to deal, know yourself. Nobody can tell me crap about myself more than I can. I know what the deal is. I know what my shortcomings are. I know where the pain point triggers are. I know where they are. I can protect myself. I can be honest and deal with myself. And I can figure out how to bring myself back down to a calm level. Other people are not going to have the power over me. Being able to sit in solitude, it's going to do this for you. It's going to let you hit up all your emotions, all your past. It's going to let you forgive things if you choose to, or stay pissed off. But I'll tell you what, I've found that when you can forgive, it returns the power to you. When you hold on to anger and grudges, the other people, they keep the power over you. That's just my experience. I get it. Some things are unforgivable, but I find for me to keep my power, I can forgive, but not forget. You're not getting another seat at my table. Nope. Banished from the banquet of life, people. But I can forgive in order to get my power, strength, and peace. When you can learn to be alone, you also can get grounded in your priorities and who you really truly are, your moral compass, and what's important to you in this life. And you know what? When you're real solid with that and you know you're wise, other people are not going to be able to shake you. And when you're in situations where people are trying to challenge you or bring stuff up that you don't agree with, you're going to have the confidence to express yourself, why you disagree, why you're not going along with it. And you're going to feel 10 toes down, as the young people say. You're going to feel grounded and solid in that because you know who you are. You've thought of both sides of the equation. You've had the time to sit alone with your own thoughts and think it all through and challenge yourself. Let the thoughts come. You know, we all have dialogues going through our heads at any given time. And if you're constantly running and trying to escape, you never truly get to know what you think, why, what you feel, why, and work through all of it yourself. You know, challenge yourself. And then when you're out there in the wild with other people, you're not going to get rattled. It's power. The power that comes from solitude and the peace of mind is like nothing else. When you can get comfortable with sitting by yourself, spending time alone, it buys you freedom. Okay? You're not going to have that anxiety of fear of missing out, right? What's everybody else doing? Why am I not being included? What's going on out there? I've got to go check this out because if I miss out, they're not going to invite me again. Calm down about all of it. When you learn how to do it and just be still, be alone, and you're comfortable with making the choice of, no, you know what? I think I'm just going to take this time out. I'm going to sit out this one. Let's face it, in this world, you are your own best friend. And I don't care whatever relationship you're in, marriages and all this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, we came into this world alone, we're leaving alone. And if you can be comfortable in your own skin, 100%, be your own best friend and know how to take care of your own self, your own needs, everything else is icing on the cake. And you will be a better partner, spouse, friend, sister, brother, father, whatever. If you can be really, truly comfortable with yourself and confident and at peace, you're going to be a better person for everybody else. So saying that you're your own best friend is not some kind of selfish, thing. It's not leaving out the others. It's actually thinking of them. You're going to be a better human if you can get to this point and learn how to live in solitude. Doesn't mean stay by yourself all the time. It means take the time to be by yourself and get to that better, peaceful, content place. Know who you are and have that confidence. When you can learn to be more comfortable being alone with yourself, you're not going to place the worth of yourself on what others think of you and who you're around. When you're a younger person, I think this is much harder. And as you get older, I think it's a benefit, it's a superpower. You get to that place where you know who you are, you're comfortable, confident, and yeah, your friends and who you keep company with, it's important, but it's not going to determine who you are. Okay? Very, very important. And the only way to get to some of these places, the next level, is to get that comfort level with yourself. Another thing, this is going to sound weird, but when you spend the time alone and you really get to know yourself, and I talk about becoming your own best friend, you can also kind of learn to reparent yourself. I know that sounds a little bit woo-woo, but I swear to you, it has truly helped me. A lot of us, maybe we didn't have parents that were, say, so cut out for the job and all the responsibilities. They did their best. We'll leave it at that. But you can really get to know the child that's in there, and they never leave people. Let's be honest. I don't care how old you are, what kind of job you are. That little child, it's always still there. Okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But when you spend the time alone and you really get to be comfortable with some of the touchier spots, the pain points, and things like that, you can sort of step back and talk nicer to yourself. give yourself some better support and advice. You can reparent yourself in the ways that maybe you wished you were. It sounds corny, I know, but it works. Give it a try. Spend some time alone. Have the talks. Talk out loud if you want. There's nobody better to take care of you than you. So, at wrapping this up, I just want to say I wish you all the best. If you can be comfortable in your own skin alone, take the time to spend it with yourself. I mean, who else is going to want to spend time with you if you don't even want to spend time with yourself? Think about this. I'm sure you're an amazing person, and I'm glad you're here. All right, we've got this. Go ahead and fire up the superpower of learning how to spend some time alone and be real comfortable and solid with it. Take care.